You know, every 4 years the world comes together in the spirit of competition. And today on At Your Leisure, we're joining them. I'm Chad Booth. Join Rhea and me as we practice on one of the Olympic venues from the 2002 Winter Games and show you how you can come out and do the same thing. It's not going to be the most graceful show, okay? But we're trying at least. Then, Don Dunwell finds out what a few million pounds of ice looks like and how it will transport you to another world. Finally, Steve Human previews Take a Friend Snowmobiling. AYL is next.
Oh yes, I can hear it, Rhea. The three lone bugles playing in an odd harmony, and the torches making their way from one runner to the next, finally running right up that wall and lighting the flames that lit sports through the world. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. Today I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. And Chad and I are standing at this beautiful Olympic torch here at the Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City, Utah.
That's right, just think about it. It was 12 years ago to this, almost to the very day off, that the runners and the torches came up and they lit that fire. Mitt Romney was there. It was a beautiful beginning to one of the most remarkable things in history. I mean, think about it. The Olympiad has been going on for decades with a start nearly 2,000 years ago.
It was incredible, and it was a flawless 2 weeks. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I've been craving that Olympic fire ever since they were here, but I'll tell you what, you can still do it by going to the venues. And of course, the athletes aren't there anymore. You get to be the athlete. And for the next 2 weeks, we are going to take you to these venues and show you all the cool Olympic stuff you can do. Let the games begin.
All right, but before we let the games begin, let's go check out this awesome snowmobiling story with Take Your Friend Snowmobiling up at Monte Cristo. Watch this.
Thanks, Rhea. I'm Stephen Human. That's right, Take Your Friend Snowmobiling is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Now, for a lot of us, snowmobiling can be an intimidating proposition. You know, you're out there in the snow, you see the photos from, Nitro Circus and things like that of them just going crazy in the powder, zooming past trees, and it can seem daunting, very scary. Well, Take Your Friend Snowmobiling is about dispelling that myth, about getting you out there to enjoy a sport that is a spectacular way to see the winter. So follow me as I take you through this special event. Every January, the Rocky Mountains get covered in a cold blanket of white that completely changes not only the look of the world, but the way you enjoy it as well. Snowmobiling started out as a way to get from point A to point B in this winterscape, but soon became the premier way of hitting those faraway points you literally couldn't get to any other way. Now, the 5th annual Take a Friend Snowmobiling event offers to introduce would-be winter explorers to a whole new way of getting to know that world.
Take a Friend Snowmobiling event. It's sponsored by At Your Leisure, Utah State Parks, and also the Utah Snowmobile Association. And this partnership provides the general public an opportunity to come up and become introduced into the world of the sport of snowmobiling. And so that allows them to understand what the controls are of a snowmobile, provides them a winter recreational experience in a controlled setting. So those that have never experienced the snowmobile world, no, you're probably not going to be doing this right out of the gate. We'll keep you on the trail, we'll introduce you, and we'll make sure that you have a safe and enjoyable recreational experience.
I think it would be really great for anybody that can to take their kids up to this, and it is just a great experience. They will love it, and it's something that you can do with your whole family. They will enjoy it, and it's just a great way to get all of your family together for a special day.
For women like Barbara Collard, snowmobiling is nothing new, as she's been taking out newbies quite literally for decades.
After Harry and I first got married, we were kind of looking around for something to do, and he had snowmobiled before, but I never had. So we bought a couple of new Polarises, and then we thought, well, it'd be a lot more fun to take people with us. We've made so many friends, and they'll be friends for life.
Those friendships form quickly in the outdoors, particularly in the beauty of the winter, and that's one of the primary reasons the different clubs and snowmobile dealers take such a big part in the event. For them, their very lives have been shaped on winter hills just like these at Monte Cristo, and so they give a big invitation to anyone and everyone to join us this year. In fact, a special invite is being made to those who have sacrificed so much so that the rest of us can even enjoy a sport like snowmobiling in the first place.
This event too focuses upon our military personnel, those either currently serving or those that have previously served. So we just want to give a thanks back to them and welcome them out because they may have not experienced that sport of snowmobiling. So we encourage all veterans to come out and see what Monte Cristo has to offer, along with, hey, bring your family along and make this into a fun family environment.
I think snowmobiling has got to be one of the greatest sports that was ever invented. You get out there on a sled, you just go for miles and miles in all this untouched snow and this beautiful terrain that is just unbelievable. And the thing with snowmobiling is you're not hurting anything because you're traveling on top of the snow, you're not destroying any property or anything. And then too, the camaraderie with all of the people that you meet. If you join a club, if you join the Utah Snowmobile Association, anything, the camaraderie is just wonderful. We have had so many fun experiences in our years with snowmobiling, it's just unbelievable.
Take a Friend Snowmobiling is happening February 22nd. That's just in a couple of weeks at the Monte Cristo Trailhead. Finding Monte Cristo is really easy. You just head east out of Ogden, up Ogden Canyon toward Huntsville. And then at Huntsville, you'll just follow the signs. We'll have Take a Friend Snowmobiling signs all over the place. It'll head you up the canyon toward Monte Cristo. Remember, we are going to have a chili cook-off. So if you have a favorite recipe, you can bring it up there, and there will be actual judges from the International Dutch Oven Society to judge your chili. So join us February 22nd. This is going to be an amazing event. I will see you there. I'm Stephen Heumann. Now back to Chad and Rhea at the Olympic Oval.
Well, if you'd like to attend the event, please join us. Rhea and I will be there. I know Darren's going to be there, and probably some of the other AYL cast. We'll look for you at Monte Cristo, and it'll be a great time. Bring your family, your friends. If you've never tried snowmobiling, it's a great opportunity to dabble in it and get a taste, just kind of like we're doing today. Now, we are at the Olympic Oval, which is out in Kearns, Utah, and I'm with Mark Norman today, who is the Vice President of Sport and Venue for the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation.
Got it.
Man, that fit on the screen even. That's pretty cool. Mark, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
My pleasure.
What is it, how many facilities are open to the public as part of the Legacy Foundation where people can try stuff?
Well, part of the Legacy Foundation is this facility here, of course, the Utah Olympic Oval, where we run programs and everything from learn to skate, learn to speed skate, curling, which I know you'll be trying today, hockey, running track, a whole bunch of activity here. And then our other facility is Utah Olympic Park up in Park City. Bobsled, skeleton, luge, Nordic jumping, cross-country skiing.
So a lot of people think that the venues, you know, after the Olympics, we spent all this money building these beautiful facilities, and then they just kind of go dormant, and they, you know, pretty soon they got boards up over the windows. That's not happening here, is it?
Anything farthest from the truth here. Unfortunately, during the morning like this is when we're normally kind of our high performance type facility, so we do have what looks to be a little less action. But at night, we coin it the Three-Ring Circus. It's activity going on both the inner rinks. The oval is full with public skate every single night on the oval. So you get to skate on what we like to call the fastest ice on Earth.
That's very cool. Well, Mark, thank you for taking the time to talk to us
pleasure.
today. We'll be back with more of At Your Leisure. We're going to get out on the ice and try a couple of things, and we'll see you right after this commercial break. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ular, Lord of Snow, I have traveled for many weeks. I have come with a question. Where can I find the greatest snow?
Ah, you've asked the right question. He will show you the way.
What?
Do you want to find the greatest snow? No need to travel for weeks. Look no further than Cedar City and Bryan Head for your access to adventure. Follow Ular to Cedar City, Bryan Head, and discover a playground of mythic proportions.
Come on into the great outdoors.
Put some
adventure in your life and attend
the Sportsman's Vacation and RV Show, February 13th through the 16th at the Southtown Expo.
See hundreds of new RVs, motorhomes, travel trailers, and accessories.
Buy at the show and save. Financing available.
Find hunting, fishing, and travel destinations.
Gourmet and Dutch oven cooking classes.
Register to win an Alaskan fishing trip.
Come on, man, the great outdoors is waiting.
Don't miss the RV Show, Thursday, February 13th through Sunday the 16th.
The 2014 Ski-Doo Summit, featuring the T-Motion suspension and Flex Edge track. The suspension flexes. The track bends. Mountains break. T-Motion and Flex Edge for a more responsive and agile ride. It's technology you'll only find on Ski-Doo sleds. The 2014 Ski-Doo Summit.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I am on the fastest ice in the world here at the Speed Oval, the Olympic venue for the 2002 Winter Olympics. Now, you wouldn't know that it's the fastest ice in the world based on my speed, but this is the place where the U.S. Olympic team still does all of their trials. So the Olympic ski team qualifies on this track before they go to places like Sochi. All right, well, we are going to go off to a product review. Darren Kinder is obviously doing something faster than I am, but I'm going to try and catch up to maybe 100th of his speed.
Well, thanks, guys. We got a cool product review today. It's the XC800 by Polaris, and this thing has got a lot of really cool features on it, from its power steering to its comfy seats. It's got a really neat crossover machine because you can take this out and go play in the desert with it, or you can even strip it down and make it so it's like a 50-inch wide machine. So either way you look at it, it's a lot of fun. Come on, let's take a look. Now this Razer 800 XC has a lot of really cool features. One is it's got really deep plush seats on it, very comfortable. You've got the Maxxis Bighorn tires on it, the big flared fenders. But one nice thing about this is if you want to get into some 50-inch trails, you can actually put smaller wheels and tires on it, take the fenders off, and you'll still be able to go out and do those 50-inch trails. Now if you look up front here, you'll notice that it does come with the Walker Evans shocks on them, which are a really high quality shock, fully adjustable with the piggyback on them and the whole bit. You also have the full independent AA arm front suspension on these machines, disc brakes on all four corners, so not only can it suck up them bumps, it can stop on a dime. Now our machine came with a few extras today. You have a roof, rear window, and a front window. What makes these windows kind of nice is they're actually glass, they're not plexiglass, so you don't, if you happen to wipe them or whatever, you don't have to worry about them getting scratched up. And it also comes with this really cool little vent that you can open and close depending on how hot or cool you are. And one thing I would suggest though, if you get a front windshield, make sure you get the back windshield, because if you don't, you'll get a lot more dust rolling up into the back of the machine, and it's not fun eating dirt all day. Now this XC is kind of a cool machine because it's not only designed to be able to go out and race around a track or go out to the dunes or something, but you can also kind of strip it down and still have that 50-inch wide machine, so if you want to go up on some of those smaller trails, this thing can still do it. But it really lends itself to a lot of different riding styles. Well, if you want to check one of these out, get out to Stedman's in Tooele. They'll be glad to show you all the cool features about it. I'm Darren Kinder. We'll see you next time.
Speed, performance, agility, precision. The new Razer 4 XP. Experience the off-road like never before.
At Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, you'll find your best deal on Polaris. Everybody's going to tell you it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
When you made it through your busy week, it's time to rest and unwind. There's one thing that we can all agree, a getaway works every time. You're headed to the country. Enjoy the comforts of your city living at Ray City RV.
It's time to try something new. February 22nd at your leisure, the Utah Snowmobile Association and Utah State Parks are holding the 5th annual Take a Friend Snowmobiling Day at the Monte Cristo Trailhead, east of Ogden. Come on out and snowmobile for free, along with a chilly lunch and hot cocoa. If you've never ridden, this is your chance. We want to extend a special invitation to U.S. veterans and their families. If you've ever served our nation, we want to treat you to a day of snowmobiling. Dress warm and join us February 22nd for Take a Friend Snowmobiling Day. Find out more at snowut.com.
Nothing will stop us from delivering the service you need. Triple S Polaris. Service to the power of 3.
All right, ladies. Woo! Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I am standing here. I have the privilege to be here with these two wonderful athletes, these short track speed skaters, Olympic hopefuls. We got JB over here on my right, and we got Brittany here on my left. And ladies, what is it about this sport that made you get into it?
Watching the '02 Olympics and watching Apollo go really fast, that was what inspired me because I wanted to race.
I bet. How about you, Brittany?
Mine was a little different. I played hockey when I was younger, and once I was done with my competitive career, a friend of mine just made a joke, hey, you should speed skate. And I picked it up, and next thing I know, I'm training full time.
So your hope is like in 2018, or no, it'll be 2020, right?
Actually 2018 in South Korea.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm going to be rooting for you. So you think it's possible to show me how to do some of your Olympic speed skating tricks? Do you think I could do it?
Definitely. Let's do it.
All right, let's try it.
All right. First thing you're going to do is bend your knees.
Okay.
And try to get your chest down right low to your knees.
Okay.
All right, and from there we're going to make little tiny little circles. All right, now that we're coming into this corner here, we're going to try to cross over.
Okay.
So pick your right foot up.
Wow, okay.
And try to cross it over your left. There we go.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oh my gosh, these ladies are awesome. I'm good. I'm good. Well, there you have it, folks. You can get yourselves out here to the Olympic Oval, and these beautiful ladies can teach you how to speed skate, or you can take classes, your kids, adults. Just come on out and have some fun. This facility is beautiful. Okay, now we're going to toss to a fantastic story on ice castles in the winter. Check this out.
Ice. This is usually how we think of it. A few cubes in a glass. Now, take those cubes and multiply them a few million times, and what do you get? A work of art you can walk through.
What you have here would be about 25 million pounds of ice, frozen vertically and created entirely by hand. And the process that we build these is a very hands-on process of harvesting icicles one by one, sticking them to the ice, spraying them with water over and over and over to create the formations you see.
Right now the tallest structure is about 35 feet off the ground, and we're probably going to hopefully hit 50 feet with that one, which will be a record for us this year.
Midway, Utah may seem like a strange place to find a castle, but this year's frigid weather created the perfect conditions for the team from icecastles.com to create one of their spectacular works of art. Made completely from ice, these colorful caverns create a world akin to a fairy tale, something too strange and beautiful to be real, and it all started in the most humble of places.
Well, it kind of actually all started in my backyard. One year I made a wood structure and iced it over with water. So I thought, well, maybe I could build something without any structure under it. And so the next year I set out building just using snow and water and ice and spraying water, and stumbled on the concept of using icicles as the building material. And that turned out to be a very pliable process, and here we are.
Construction on the site actually began in October with the laying of sprinkler pipes, and as the temperatures dropped, the ice began to form. Once the structure started to take shape, lights were added, and soon a pale blue world highlighted by bright reds, purples, and yellows met the eye. Now, months later, immense hallways, caves, and even slides make for an adventure unlike anywhere else.
You know, when you're right on the ground building them, it's not very exciting, but you have in mind what they're going to be like. And so when you have a structure that, 30, 40 feet off the ground, And we're climbing up there on what used to be fragile icicles, and now it's just this solid. That's pretty cool. It's really, and it's beautiful too.
The ice itself is incredibly strong and dense, just like the stones used in medieval castles that still stand to this day. But even though it looks permanent, this fortress has a lifespan measured in weeks instead of centuries.
A place like Utah, 2 months is a good run for us. A place like Breckenridge, Colorado will be open 2.5, 3 months, just because it's so much colder, 10,000 feet. We hope it melts in the spring.
Currently, the team has ice castles in Utah, Colorado, and New Hampshire, with weather dictating whether or not a structure can be grown over the course of the winter in any given place. Not surprisingly, these crystal palaces have become a favorite spot for engagements, photo shoots, even weddings. Ice is a unique substance in our world, hard, strong, beautiful, and finite. The ice castles encapsulate all of those qualities, making them something truly memorable, if you see them in time.
We expect that we'll be open through the weekend of March 1st. That's our hope. If we get much beyond that, we'll consider it a great fortune. People really like it. It's been fun for us. We employ quite a few people, and people really seem to enjoy what they see here.
Watching people come in and see them get all excited about how beautiful it is. It's cool to be able to bring a lot of people in to share it with us.
From the frozen trailhead, I'm Don Dunwell.
Well, what a great activity. Some lightweight outdoor stuff with your family. I guess the ice castles will be open until, I guess, the ice melts, which won't happen here. Big thanks to Rocky Mountain ATV for sponsoring this series, giving you great ideas on how to get out and do things with your family. Also giving you great ideas on how to accessorize your ATVs, dirt bikes, and motorcycles. We are curling, okay? Now, I have to tell you that when I was a kid and I used to watch the Olympics, I thought these were torque converters out of a transmission, but they're actually big stones. So Ria's about ready to try it. We're going to learn a little bit about curling, so let's figure it out.
Push. Yes!
She pushed it with her hand, which made her force itself go backwards, and she fell down.
Okay, turn it, let it go.
Chad, how you feeling? That's looking pretty good.
Well, I actually felt like I had some control on this one. The stagecoach and the train just got closer together.
That was really fun. I can see why people really get into this sport. They say it's boring, but it's not boring at all. It's actually really challenging. You should come out here and take some classes. They teach you how to do that out here at Oval. This is a lot of fun, everybody. You got to come out here and try this. And now we're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, it's our sticker winner.
Adventure in your life and attend
the Sportsman's Vacation and RV Show, February 13th through the 16th at the Southtown Expo.
See hundreds of new RVs, motorhomes, travel trailers, and accessories.
Buy at the show and save. Financing available.
Find hunting, fishing, and travel destinations.
Gourmet and Dutch oven cooking classes.
Register to win an Alaskan fishing trip.
Come on in, the great outdoors is waiting.
Don't miss the RV Show, Thursday, February 13th through Sunday the 16th.
When you get off the trail or get off the lake, you want a clean place to come back to. When you come back to the Hilton Garden Inn, we take care of you. We've got quite a bit of luxuries that I love here. The office lounge is a great place to have dinner, have a cocktail if that fancies you, and you can just sit down and relax. If you need to get to the trails, our front desk agents are amazing. They already have the maps printed out for you so you don't get lost wherever you're going, to make sure that you have a comfortable, clean environment with very helpful, friendly people.
Join at your leisure at the Utah RV Show and Sportsman's Expo this weekend, February 13th through the 16th, and sign up to win a Pinewoods Resort vacation. And watch At Your Leisure Saturdays at 10:30 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 9 on ABC4 Utah.
What are you laughing at?
We're moving
Yes.
really fast.
What a surprise. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Finally skiing at our leisure on this high-speed oval ring. I still got the speed skates on, but I'm kind of getting used to them,
Oh, you're
actually.
doing great.
It's been a
Hey,
lot
you know
of
what?
fun.
Before we wipe out, I have to get to our contest winner, our Facebook contest winner. Last week we gave away a big gas grill, and this baby was huge. Anyway, Chad, do you know who that winner is?
I sure do.
Marcus Ray Perry is our winner today. Call us 801-947-8888 and claim your prize.
Congratulations. Now, if you play our Facebook, if you play those contests, you can win huge prizes. So next week we're doing another Facebook contest, and it'll be in conjunction with our RV show, and it's going to be winning a weekend at Pinewoods Resort. And that is going to be fun.
That's down in Cedar Mountain near Duck Creek. It's a beautiful spot. We've been there before. And you know what? If you're an RV conscious person, after you go down to stay in the lodge, you can go down there and stay in their RV park, because they got one of those too.
Hey, Chad,
Pretty
tell
cool.
them about the rules for the... Woo!
If you have never entered one of our contests, you text this number right here.
58885.
Correct. And then you are in. That's all you need to worry about. Fill it out so we know how to get in touch with you if you win. Isn't that simple?
It's so simple. And if you share, you get multiple entries. So share with your friends.
And then watch for the announcement on the show. Okay, so we know about the RV show. Obviously, if you hustle down to the Southtown Center, we're at the boat show for the balance of Sunday, and then Take a Friend Snowmobiling is a couple of weeks ahead, February 22nd, Monte Cristo. Bring your family out and try snowmobiling. It's free. It'll be a lot of fun.
Another event for those of you who'd rather pick up a bow or go on a hunting adventure, check out the Western Hunting and Conservation Expo 2014 at the Salt Palace Convention Center. It goes on the 13th through the 16th. You can find out more at www.huntexpo.com.
But now let's take a look at next week's show.
Next week, our Olympic dreams continue as Alicia and me, Stephen Human, hit another Winter Games venue and push the limits of speed and endurance. This is one destination you're going to want to put on your bucket list. From there, we'll show you one resort with a bit of everything, and Chad Booth hits the RV show. Own the outdoors next week with AYL.
Well, you'll want to be sure to join Steve and Alicia to get the full Olympic pictures. Pretty exciting time with the Olympics here again, isn't it?
Oh, it's exciting.
Well, listen, our last reminder. All of these Olympic venues have been made available to the public, and they do this at a great cost to make sure that your family, your kids, even you, as we learned in curling today, or even your parents may want to actually get involved in sports.
You can't find this anywhere in the world except here in Utah. It's fabulous.
That's true. Of all the Olympic venues, there are only a couple of them that actually still run and function like Olympic venues.
Right, and it's so well kept. You got to come out here. It's beautiful.
So our challenge to you, whether it's stuff you see on the show next week or stuff you saw this week, get out there and stretch that envelope. Take your family out there, live your own Olympic dream, go a little bit, go that extra distance, and enjoy the venues that we have.
So between now and the next time, get out there in the great outdoors or the indoors on At Your Leisure.
Pinewoods Resort down in Cedar Mountain. They're great friends of ours.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! He's okay, folks.